We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Play action. Now Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
This is Carson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go get it right here. Come on.
Now Wilson on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Carson, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So on 4th down, on comes Stephen Hauschka to try and get the Seahawks 3. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And Justin Coleman brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw on 2nd down. Finley finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Operating from the gun, Finley. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Hey, all right now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, 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 gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
This is Breida. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though.
Here we go now.
They run with Breida. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On 1st down, Finley. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Back to throw. Finley. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
do not need a ticket and are expected to sit on until slack during the game.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Looking to throw on second down. Finley. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Finley. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They run it with Carson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
We can talk about bend but don't break all we want, but the defense now, we're going to find out just how flexible and pliable they really are. Can they bounce back after that type of a run, that type of momentum against them, and find a way to slow down this offense?
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. Now it's Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
He'll get it up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
To throw on 2nd down, Finley. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more after this. On 1st and 10, Finley. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
4 down, check.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Off the play fake, Finley. And his throw is incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
We got 4.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
54's Mike. Check, watch the
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Finley looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Operating from the gun, Finley. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Gun!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Finley over the middle, complete. It's James. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Finley throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. From the gun, Finley. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. '49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
4 down.
Here we go.
They get it to him running left. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Oh, yeah.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. The Niners on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Back to throw. Finley. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And out now come the Seahawks. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They run again with Breida. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll go on the ground. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On first down, Finley. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Frank Clark in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Finley throwing the out route and complete. That's Taylor. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Finley. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now they'll run it again with Penny. Ooh, with a juke. And here now a spin. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route, It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. On 1st and 10, Finley got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey. All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Back to throw. Finley looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot, excellent coverage, didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
50 to Mike. Watch the slant.
Operating from the gun, Finley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. After the interception, here's Wilson. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, 4 down.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the gun, it's Wilson. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Wilson from the gun. He'll throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense first and 10. The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 33 and a first.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Right back to him on first down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
To throw on second down, Finley. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Taylor. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Throwing again. Finley finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Looking to throw. Finley. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Set. 3-19.
From the gun, Finley. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Operating from the gun, Finley. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
From the gun, Finley. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
18's moving. 18's moving.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Richie James, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Now Gold for the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And his pass incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A handoff to Penny. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Tempo.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Able to push his way through. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
He'll look to throw. This complete to Lockett. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running 2, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
He's back to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Finley. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Gun!
Throwing on 1st down. Finley. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time of factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for San Francisco, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.